no man now. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Lot of sun, smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time.
Hi everyone, this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan. In the latest edition of the UAE Success Stories from Gulf News, I have with me Yousuf Al Gurg. I'm at his, I would say his turf, Gravity Gym at Al Gurg. I must tell you that it's quite impressive, and this is your hood, is it? Is it your most comfortable spot?
Yeah, thank you first for your words. I think it is somewhat of, for me, Gravity is not so much of just a business. It is basically, both for me and our members, a space we come to kind of escape the city and the hustle and everything's going on over here. So we see it as like different than other gyms where people will go in for a quick workout and leave. Even we see a lot of our members will come here, spend 2 to 3 hours over here. They will get the workout done. They will meet their friends, hang out a bit, grab some coffee, and then also a lot of times they come play board games in the cafe over here. So it is a bit of an escape for people, I think.
I love I love the location as well. It's very industrial chic, I must say. It's at the Al Gurg. Is there a particular reason why, Yousuf, you could have chosen DIFC or any other plush, let's say more shinier parts of town, but you chose Al Gurg? Why is that?
I think for us, our focus as Gravity when we first started was we wanted to stay true to our purpose, which is movement, basically.
Yes.
So we wanted to, similar to when it comes to our training and stuff, we don't really focus on the equipment or anything. It's all about the actual training of actually what you can do and what you can do with your body. So I think that also goes with the location we've chosen. We wanted to stay away from having anything too fancy or anything too polished, but basically have a space that would allow us, a functional space that would allow us to really practice what we preach. So that's why we wanted a big open space. What we've tried to do over here at Gravity is also have the space, have a lot of sunlight coming in. We have a lot of greenery. So we want it to be a big and fresh space, which even though it's in the middle of an industrial area, but then once you step in over here, it does seem like a bit of you're stepping out of the city and into a more open light space.
I love that. And I like the fact that you started your own business. You could have done anything, Yousuf. You were in France for a bit. What made you get into the fitness business in Dubai?
I think the story of Gravity started a long time ago, a bit over 10 years. I was actually still a student in university at the time over here. I was studying architecture. And during my training, me and my trainer came across Calisthenics on YouTube. And we wanted to kind of practice, but there was, we didn't really have any facility in Dubai in which we could do so. So then I thought, if I want to do it, I know a few other people I heard that are keen. So if it doesn't exist, why not build it? And I think that's where the idea of Gravity started. And then we started building from there. Saleh, my business partner, also was supportive in the start, and then eventually ended up also joining me as a business partner. And then Gravity...
He was your friend first. Saleh was a friend?
Yeah, Saleh was a friend. Initially, when we started Gravity, he supported me in terms of advising on how to build Gravity. And then after Gravity started, then as it grew, Saleh also joined me as an investor and business partner. And then we helped that take Gravity to the next level as well.
I love that. Listen, nowadays you get these anti-obesity drugs. It's so easy with a jab, like an Ozempic or a Wegovy or any other brand name. I feel gyms are now like, I don't know, are you guys worried? I am, because I'm like, oh my God, if a jab can make you thinner than actual hours at the gym, where do you stand a chance? Does it worry you, that trend of...
I mean, I think drugs like Ozempic, I think they do have their use, and there are basically certain circumstances in which they should be used. Personally, the way we look at weight loss or muscle gain, or basically becoming fit, is not... So becoming fit is not the goal, basically. We look at it the other way around. We focus on movement, functional movement, being able to build strength, being able to be more functional, more flexible. And we think the body transformation comes as a byproduct of that.
Okay.
So that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to be able to move more freely, more functionally. And then as a byproduct, that the body transformation would come as a result. And we think that's a more sustainable and more functional way to go about it.
Yousuf, I know that when we think of Emiratis, etc., there's a huge new breed of Emiratis who are at the forefront of change, right? What made you choose this particular empire? Because fitness empire is a huge, it's like pharma. There's a lot of money to be made, or is there money to be made? You need to tell me, as an Emirati, why did you choose only this? You could have done anything. I feel there's access for you all.
I think fitness, I wouldn't say there's no money to be made in fitness, but it definitely is a challenging industry. I think as we see in Dubai, we have new gyms coming up every other day. So it's a competitive, it's a saturated market, but there is still opportunities in there. Personally, it came for me, why I chose fitness was not necessarily because of the financial or business aspect of it, but it was more out of passion.
Right.
It was my passion. I've always been into fitness. Actually, I started my semi-professional career when I was 13 years old. I used to play professional football in a Russell club over here.
Okay.
I played for about 8 years, and then I went into mountaineering after that as well.
So you're a former footballer.
Yes, yeah. So, and then basically this was the next step or next sport I came into, and
Right.
which really stuck. So for me, fitness came out more out of passion rather than a business.
Right. And how has Dubai helped you shape your dreams?
I think Dubai gives any business or any entrepreneur tons of opportunity. I think we're very lucky to be with the environment we have here in Dubai, and it's very easy to build a business and grow from Dubai. The market it's not an easy market. I think there's still a lot of competition. It's becoming a very mature market. So I think once you've established yourself in Dubai, once you build a brand in Dubai, taking that anywhere else, I think becomes much easier.
Right.
Once you have the Dubai seal or the proof that this business has worked in Dubai, it makes it very easy to go into any market and to prove that the business has been tested and is viable.
I love that. I remember during good times when I actually had some stamina, Orange Theory fitness was a rage. But you know what I thought? It's very seasonal. They come and they go as well. And that's the problem. It's so difficult to remain open. Do you feel that too with this? Because every day there's matcha classes, cafe raves. Weird, what is that? Yoga by the Burj Khalifa, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think Pilates by... I'm like, how do you keep up? Do you keep up?
No, I think the fitness industry in general has a lot of things coming up all the time, and people will want to move from one thing to the other. I think for us, what has helped us kind of keep our core members and build some loyalty is we have a very strong sense of community over here. So people will not just come because workout is a new exciting thing, but they will also come for the people they're surrounded with. And we also do arrange a lot of, basically, we have hikes we arrange with our members. We go from time to time to play paddle with our members. We play paintball with our members. So it's more of a society and community that people have over here. I think that's what keeps our members very loyal and coming back.
Right.
But there is always, it's a natural thing to have both in fitness and any business. There is some turnaround where people will really stick around for a while and then want to go for something else. I think what we've been lucky with and we've been able to build is a lot of our members, even if at some stage decide to go try another sport, they will still have, because of the community feel, will still come back from time to time. So we still see them, even if they're not on a daily basis, but from time to time they will pass by to say hi, to join a class. And
really? Can I just ask you something? When I go to gyms, the weights for men, it's almost like they show off with each other. But with your gym, your whole idea is your own body weight, right? How do you convince the men that, listen, you guys are still macho? Do you face that problem?
I mean, we do face that. I'd say more in men than women. Where
yes, women don't particularly care.
Yeah, guys
they're
will
scared
always try
almost of weights.
to overshoot from time to time. But I think the thing with body weight is also it kind of humbles you in a way. So you will be like, oh, I'm strong. I can do A, B, and C. But there's always a way to twist it to make it much more difficult. So from the simplest thing as in, if you think of a push-up, for example.
Yes.
We can take it down to the very easy movement where you're doing a push-up, like basically with your hands on the wall, which is a starting point, which is a very easy movement. Then you move it down to a standard push-up on the ground, which it could be a bit challenging. But then if you want to actually challenge someone a bit more, you can easily move them to doing it in a handstand position.
Yes.
With their legs up, which makes it much more challenging. So just these small changes within the movement can take it from something very easy to something very difficult.
Yes.
And then I think that brings people a bit more down to earth.
That's right. Yousuf, they say you can never out-train a bad diet. Is that true?
I think yes. I think that is, no matter, it's a big part of staying healthy and fit. No matter how much you train, if you are not monitoring your nutrition, I think that plays a big role as well.
Right.
you can always still be fit and eat junk food, but then you would need to do double what you were previously doing in the gym.
Right.
So it's about balancing both, I think.
Before I let you go, I had to Google what calisthenics was.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, can anybody just join? Do you need to be of a certain stamina? Do we have to climb mountains like you did or play football as a kid? Be honest.
Calisthenics is a bit of an intimidating sport when you see it. But the way we teach is we work through a series of progressions to build. So we have people as young as 5-6 years old
Yes, I
joining.
can see actually a kid just pottering around.
Yeah, exactly. And then we also have, but on the other end, we have people as old as 65 are members as well. And then also,
And it's your body weight, right?
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. And we also have people who are pretty overweight that come and train with us. But the way we work with is through a series of progressions. So no matter what fitness level you're in, there's a way to start. So if you are to think of a pull-up, for example, which a lot of people might find a challenging,
Yeah.
the way we start teaching that is by having your legs on the ground, and we will hold the bar, so you will just be putting yourself without having to actually lift your body off the ground.
Okay.
And then
series
yeah,
of...
so you start over there, then we progress slowly to lifting your legs slowly a bit off the ground, then to a pull-up, and the same goes with a push-up, the same goes with a squat. With every movement, we work with small progressions from something very easy to come to the end goal, basically.
Excellent. Thank you, Yousuf, for sharing your story. I think it's an incredible one where you have a homegrown brand called Gravity, and you're really transforming lives, right? With one pull-up at a time.
Well, thank you very much. I think that's the main goal. The most satisfaction we get is when we see the impact this has on people's lives and how fitness can transform people.
Oh, I am sure you've touched people's lives, and I can see from how full the gym is, and they've braved the traffic, they've braved their office day, their hours, they're still at it. So you have done something really right. Thank you for talking to Gulf News.
Thank you very
and
much.
sharing your success story. And here is hoping Gravity goes global.
Thank you very much.